Hi guys, this is Sabine from zennumerostar.com, and today's video is titled How often should you affirm to manifest your specific person? I decided to make another video on affirmations because I keep getting this type of questions during my sessions. So I know it is important for you and you need to have clarity on exactly what you need to do, what you shouldn't do, what you should do, and that type of things, all about affirmations. So this video is going to be dedicated to affirmations for your SP. Okay, I know you know that already, but let me reiterate something quite important. Affirming is not a technique, it is what you keep doing on a daily basis. All the time you do affirm when you emit an opinion, when you have a judgment, when you agree with someone, when you disagree about something, when you think about someone, when you think about a situation. What I'm trying to say that you don't need to tell yourself, oh, I am affirming, for you to keep affirming all day long. It could also be when you're telling your story to someone, when you're calling someone to have their opinion, when you watch a video or a movie, and at the back of your mind you're going to have even a feeling. This is also related to affirming. This might sound strange to you, and that's why I need to explain myself a little bit further. What I mean by that is that you don't feel sad out of the blue like that just because it's raining outside. You feel sad because you've just been thinking about something, or you heard a song and it reminds you of what you used to be living with your SP. So emotions are always linked. Where there might be a confusion is that affirming is a little different to conscious affirmations, because when you consciously affirm for something, it is because you are wanting a different result to what you already have. So in that case, you might think that this is a technique, but actually it's not. It's just you observing your thoughts and knowing that they're not supportive of what you want to achieve, and coming up with something more supportive. So that's all there is to it. That is called conscious affirming, but again, this is not a technique. This is what you do all the time. Now, before I tell you how often you should affirm to manifest your specific person, there is something else that I would like for you to be clear about. It is the way you are affirming, or the stuff that you say when you affirm. Meaning that if you keep affirming around your SP, which is, I understand, the purpose of this video, but at the same time, I would highly encourage you to have either what we call an umbrella affirmation, or at least be really solid on the type of affirmations you have about yourself and your self-concept. Because that way, even if you are thinking negatively about your SP or affirming, and you know that you are affirming something that is not supportive of you being with your SP and you manifesting your SP, it won't matter, because as long as you have an umbrella affirmation or another affirmation about who you are as a powerful manifestor, as the operant power, it won't matter. Now, to answer the specific question, how often should you affirm to manifest your specific person? Well, the thing is, I don't want you to start affirming on purpose. What is going to happen is that you are going to affirm as long as you think about your SP. I had a client, I can't remember when, I think it was a few weeks ago, who told me once that, I've been up for a while because I wanted to keep affirming until I had saturated my mind. Okay. So she made a point to keep affirming without believing anything that she was saying, but because she thought that the more she was affirming, the quicker her mind would be saturated with that new information. It doesn't really work like that, because if you think about it, when you list what you consider small affirmations or small things that you would like to manifest, you're going to affirm like once about that, and that is all. And a few hours later, or a few days later, a few weeks later, you're going to have that manifestation. So it won't have taken you like 3 days in a row, or 21 days, or whatever, or it won't have taken you a few hours a day, or 36 times a day, or to do any technique for that matter. No, all you did was to list what you wanted, and just to tell yourself, maybe, is it possible? Is it humanly possible? Which is what I always do. And when you say yes, that's it. That's it. I mean, there's no need to ramble about it and to keep affirming until you're turned blue in the face. I mean, it doesn't work like that, and you can see that it doesn't. It should be exactly the same for your SP. Now, I'm not telling you that you should affirm only once and voila, he's going to, or they're going to show up in your life, and you will be living in a committed relation. You'll be in a committed relationship the day after. This is not what I'm trying to say. The point I'm trying to make here is that the number of times that you affirm to manifest your SP doesn't matter at all. It doesn't. It really doesn't. And even if you feel sad, depressed, angry, it won't matter either. Because what matters is not the number of times you affirm. It's not the way you feel. It's what you assume of you being able to be in a committed relationship with your SP, and the way you assume your SP willing to be with you. That's all it takes. The rest is of no consequence, is what I'm trying to say here. So don't worry if you tell me. I got an email as well telling me, oh my God, I forgot to affirm yesterday. Do I have to repeat it all as if it was the first day? And at first I didn't even understand the email. I thought to myself, what is going on here? So I had to email the person back and I said, I'm sorry, what exactly do you mean? And what she meant to say was, oh my God, I've been doing this for 15 days. Does it mean that I have to do it all over again as if it was from scratch? So absolutely not. Sometimes I don't affirm for anything for a few days, and it just shows up. And I'm sure that you have plenty of things like that showing up in your life, even when you don't affirm, and even if it's important to you. That's what I'm trying to say as well. And the reason is, again, it's not because the number of times you affirm is going to determine the speed at which you're going to get your thing. It's the depth of your assumption or inner knowing of you being the operant power of your life, and you knowing that your SP wants to be with you. Honestly, you don't need anything else. You only need those two. And even if you are not really sure that your SP wants to be with you, there are other ways as well, because as you know, there's not only one way to manifest what you want, right? There are many ways for you to manifest whatever you want, including your SP. So if you have an umbrella affirmation, that's what I was telling you in the beginning. If you have an umbrella affirmation that whoever you are interested in always is interested in you You don't need anything else, because then whenever you have an SP, which is the case right now, for instance, he's yours and that's it. So you see, you shouldn't be concerned about the number of times that you should affirm, or even of the real nature of the affirmation. What you should be really concerned about is exactly what you believe is behind the affirmations. It's I have a whole course on affirmations, inner conversations and stories. And obviously in a 10-minute video I'm not going to explain everything that is in my course. That is, I think, a couple of, or 3 hours even. It took me probably 6 or 7 months to design. So, but I would like to reassure you that there's no need to panic if you forget to affirm, if your affirmations are not tip-top, because there are ways around the way you affirm, there are ways around the number of times you affirm, there are ways around your belief about what you affirm, there are ways around everything, because you have multiple ways to manifest whatever you want. So I hope this video put your mind at ease. If you got some value, please give it a thumbs up. And you know that I always have your back. So please feel free to have a look at my books and the courses I have designed for you in mind. And I will end this video by saying, as usual, I love that. You know that I believe in you. I know that you can do it. And on that note, happy manifesting.